compared to the joy of holding you in my arms again. Be my bride, Lady Gwendolyn, and I will pledge to you my love for all eternity.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
Cinderella! Have you ever seen such a lazy girl in your life? Who are you calling lazy? Not you, stupid Cinderella. Who are you calling stupid?
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me. The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear
are still inside my head. The kindest words
I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me.
waiting somewhere.
Is waiting somewhere.
Are you all right, miss?
Yes, I'm fine, I think.
Here you go.
Hello, everybody. This is Diamond Princess. Welcome to my live. I will give people a few minutes to join the chat, and then we'll get started. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get started. I hope everybody is well tonight. I had technical difficulties earlier, and what's happening is that we are having wildfires in our area that is causing me to buffer out and for my live stream to mess up. So I had to wait until tonight to do this live stream, and we're still messing up because of the fire. So please bear with me. I know it's a pain in the neck to deal with these wildfires that we have going on because they're so close to the towers that the towers are about to burn down. So please bear with me as I am doing this live stream. So you guys have just seen that clip from Cinderella from Rogers and Hammerstein featuring Brandy and Whitney Houston. That movie is the best Cinderella movie I have ever watched. It's one of my favorites, and not only that, Brandy is one of my favorite singers, along with Whitney Houston, and they are also very good actress. Brandy is also known for her hit TV show Moesha. You can also catch Moesha on YouTube, but Brandy is also an R&B singer. She is known for her hit song Baby, Almost Doesn't Count, Have You Ever, and other hit songs that are popular amongst her fans. So the reason why I have used this movie is because Black women who are divesting are the Cinderellas in the world, and we are trying to get away from Blackistan because it is toxic to us emotionally, physically, and it's damaging to our health. So, give me 1 second. My niece is acting up. Hold up. Okay, sorry about that. So, because Black women, we do not want to deal with the dysfunction around the Black community anymore because it's so damaging and detrimental to one's soul. And as Black women, we want to marry a guy that is going to love us for who we are and to treat us like women because we are not getting that from our men. So, as a woman of color, Black women are escaping their problems. Unlike Cinderella, where she goes and, well, let me put it this way. Just like Cinderella, we want our prince to come and rescue us and save us from the very community that we are dealing with as females. But the thing is, as black women, divested women, we had to get away from that dysfunction, and we had to do like a whole another three and do a whole number revamping of ourselves because we are looking for love outside of our community, and we are looking for men that are high value, that respects women, that loves women, and will not disrespect women because they are women. And as we leave the community to do our own thing, there are a lot of jealousy and hatred towards black women that decides to leave the community because we are sick and tired of black men disrespecting black women, and also the mothers of the community are protecting their sons, knowing that their sons are predators, they are thieves, and the mom does not hold their black sons accountable like they do their black daughters, and that's why black men act the way they act is because of their mothers. Their mothers are not hailing them to a higher standard. And not only that, black women also has to deal with the jealousies of their mothers being jealous of them because we are young and we can attract men more than our mothers are. And that is the way Cinderella is being treated as her stepmother because she is very beautiful and she is a kind, respectful woman, and the stepmother is jealous of all that because Cinderella is those things and she can't stand her. So as a result, the stepmother is abusing Cinderella, stripping away her her right towards the house and making her a servant. Because as you guys know, as the story goes, the stepmother went into bankruptcy and she had to fire all her house servants. So she made Cinderella a maid to serve her and her stepsisters. And I am, and that goes the same way with the divestment movement because they want black women to stay in the communities to meet all their needs and to uphold all the bullshit that they are doing, and we are not allowing them to do that anymore. We as black women, we want our happily ever after. We want our Prince Charming. We want to rest in our femininity, but when you are dealing with a bunch of dysfunctional people in your community, you cannot get that peace of mind that you want because of the people are very despiteful, they're jealous, and they do not want you to have the same happy ending that you want. So as black women, just like Cinderella, we have to get up and get our own happiness and get away from the dysfunction because the stepsisters represent that dysfunction and the stepmother too. And As just like Cinderella, we had to put our foot down and say, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I am tired of the stuff that is going on in this community, and I am ready to leave because I am not being respected. I am not protected, and I'm not only getting abused by the men, but I am also being abused by the women, especially the mothers. Anyways, hold on, you guys, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So we're also being abused by the women, especially by the mothers. So as black women, we look for an escape to get away from these evil people. Because when you're dealing with people like that, they are holding you back from what you want to do and what goals that you want to set for yourself and make your own happiness. And how Cinderella made her own happiness is a fairy godmother that helped her get out of the dysfunction that she was in with her step sisters and her mother. And if it wasn't for her stepmother get her out of that situation, she will still be in that situation. So what helped Cinderella was her stepmother helping her meet the prince, and the prince ended up finding her and also ended up marrying her because she was the one that fit the glass slipper, and she was the one he fell in love with. Unfortunately for black women, this does not happen for us. If we want to get out of our situation, we have to do it ourselves. We have to become very educated. We have to become very hypergamous. And not only that, we have to get away from these dysfunctional people because they mean no good for us. So when we step out of this realm and we do get a man that treat us as women and have us rest in our femininity, these people, just like the stepsisters, want to get mad, want to get angry, and they want to lash out at us and call us traitors towards our race. They want to do harm to us because we decided not to go and deal with them no more. And they are mad, especially black men. Black men are mad because we are not dealing with their dysfunction no more. We're not putting up with none of the crap that they're doing. We're not coddling them anymore. We are treating ourselves. We are focused on ourselves, and we're paying attention more to ourselves, and we have more self-respect for ourselves as women. And these pick-me's and bummy black men do not want that for black women because they see that as very detrimental to them. They do not want us to be happy with no one else. They want us to be in the same dysfunction as they are. And I say to that, screw that. Hey, Lord Tavek, I didn't see your comment because, YouTube, ugh. YouTube is, I don't know, but I don't know if you heard me earlier. There's gonna be a lot of buffering because we are surrounded by fires out here, and it is messing up with my internet, and it's close to the tower. So I just want you to be aware of that, and anybody else who is watching, I just want you guys to be aware that there is fires out here in California, and there's probably like 4 fires going on, and it's surrounding the area that I am living in. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. But as Guy Fested Black Room, we want to be that Cinderella. We want the man, a high value man, to sweep us off our feet. And I know this is sounding like childish or whatever, but we just want, men to respect us, to love us, and treat us like women. Yeah, I'm staying safe. I'm staying away from the fires. But there's so many fires out there. And okay, and I never seen so many fires in my life. So I am trying to stay safe at this moment, and hopefully these fires get put out. But yeah, because Black women, we are moving on. We are exploring our options as well, because we do not want to wait around with Black men to, wife us up and call us our wife, because they're not doing that. They're saying it themselves that Black women are not deserving of love. We are not worthy of love, and that we are only good for making babies for them, and that's it. But they're always complaining about Black women and the whole baby mama thing, but we're only good for making babies, right? Right. Anyways, and that's why us as divested Black women, there is no hope for us in these men. These men are looking for slaves. These men don't want a companion. They want us to get on our knees, scrub the floor, take care of the kids, and work, come home, and do everything over again while they just kick back and do nothing. I had a troll, Lord Tavik, that made a comment on one of my videos, and he called me an idiot, saying that women are supposed to chase the man. But here's what I said. I'm not dealing with trolls today. I had enough of the trolling, because these men care so much about what we do. These men do not like high value women. They talking about being SYSBM, but they're always on our channels checking out what we are doing. And they're so worried about us leaving them. It's like, you guys shouldn't have thought of that in the first place. If you guys weren't so dangerous and you guys were marrying your baby mamas, maybe the Black community could become more better, but it ain't. And I told him that a man that cannot provide or pay for his date is useless. He is useless, and he do not deserve to be in a relationship because he cannot provide that. He is looking for a mother figure, and he is also wants a woman to court him and he wants to sit up there and be the bitch. I call these type of feminine men bitches because they act like bitches and they do not respect women. And I want to tell women that you are a prize. These men thinking that, they can get all the women in the world, but these women are not looking for you. These women are not on YouTube talking about, oh, I, want this type of man, and all that stuff. Women are not supposed to chase. The man is supposed to chase because he is the man. He knows his role as a man. And when he's looking for a wife, he knows what woman is going to be his wife right away. He is not a desperate man, and he knows how to provide and protect for that woman. He wasn't on my live stream. He was commenting on one of my videos, and let me show you guys because we be getting like so many trolls on our spaces. It is ridiculous. These men saying that we need to get away from black women, we need to get to another space, and blah blah blah. But they are so focused on what we are doing as women because we are divesting and we're leaving the community, and we're not putting up it with their dysfunction anymore. So what they are doing, they're lurking for our channels, and this is what happens when they with doxing. When we was talking about doxing earlier, that's why they are doxing us, because we are calling out their bullshit. We're not putting up with their BS anymore, and we refuse to do have anything with them. Of course, they're pathetic. They are really pathetic. They don't, these men do not respect women. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys these comments because these men are trying to switch gender roles because they don't know how to be men themselves. So these are the comments that he posted. Hold on, let me give you guys a closer look. Well, I don't know how close I can get, but I'm gonna um I'm gonna read them to you because these men do not know how to respect women. Hey, Sunshine Smile. What happened, Sunshine Smile? I did a live earlier, but I had to cut it off because I didn't know what was going on with my internet until now because we're dealing with fire. So just prepare to see a lot of buffering on my end because we're dealing with a lot of fires over here. So just pray for me and Callie because we're dealing with a lot over here, and it's frustrating. But here is one of the comments. I know you guys cannot see it because it's blurry, but I am going to read it. But if you guys want to, see the video, the comment, please go to Dear in Sales. Do you really want to take advice from this guy during the Me Too movement? And you guys will see the comments for yourself. So this guy, Supreme Ace, he says that 50-50 on a movie date is if feminine, your IQ is low. And then he asked me if I was a single mom. What did me have to call out? You see, here's the thing about these men. These men want to call you a single mom because you're dealing with their you calling out their bullshit and their behavior. And they don't like that. So they're calling you a single mom. And even if I was a single mom, what that gotta do to you? You ain't looking for me. You ain't trying to date me. So why are you asking me if I was a single mom or not? And not only that, he comment on um exposing the manosphere video. I'm gonna show you guys. And he also posted something in the comment section exposing hold on, let me look over here. Um I'm gonna look over here. Guys, give me a second because he also um was commenting on his he like these dudes are following me, they're stalking me. And it just shows you that these dudes want attention so bad from black women. They want our attention. And he said right here, I know you guys can't see it. So he said that women were created to chase men. It's not feminine for a man to want a female to chase. You to chase him. You are an idiot. So you think women were created to chase men? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Women are not supposed to chase men. Men do not like it when a woman has to chase them. It makes them feminine. And not only that, it's embarrassing. So he's sitting up there and trying to come at me with this stupid comment as if we're God's gift to them. Nigga, please. You're the last thing on earth I want to chase. You ain't worth chasing nothing. You're down, you're low, you're down here. Okay? And he comment under the manosphere video, and he said you're a over 30 used up broad and you want someone to save you. Excuse me? If I want somebody to save me, so what? What's that gotta have to do with what does that have to do with you? I swear these guys want attention so bad from black women. They want to come on our channels and say, hey, I'm here. I'm here. I want attention. Give me attention, please. You know, I'm a feminine bitch over here want to argue down a woman and tell her that she is wrong and she's supposed to chase men because I'm a feminine bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here. And like, if my moderator, if you see trolls in my comment section, get rid of them. I don't have time to hear bullshit. I am not the one to be messed with. And I do not deal with I don't deal with mama's boys. Because that's what they are, mama's boys. They ain't nothing. And they will never be nothing because look at their mindset. It's disgusting. How do they even find us? Like, we're a tiny community. You have to look so hard to find us just to harass. Well, it's because YouTube, we have we have, well, with YouTube, they have recommendations. So whenever we post a video or whatever is in the recommendation and they ended up seeing it, and what happens is they click on it and they see our videos, and that's how they are able to find our videos is through recommendation that don't even relate to their videos that they watch. Anyways, they say that older women that's 25 and under hit the wall. Have you seen these men lately? Have you seen these men lately? If you guys were to go on these manospheres channel, these men don't look no better than the women they talk about. These men look like they ate the wall. They're overweight. They're not good looking. And they want to sit here and talk shit about women that they like. Here's the thing. The reason why men like these losers sit up here and they talk about women so much is because they have low self-esteem. They don't like nothing about themselves. Whenever they look in the mirror, they can't stand themselves and they hate their features. So what do? They go, they take their self-esteem and they're trying to put it on the very women that gave birth to them. But I say to you, Black women, you do not have to take that bullshit. You don't. Our We are way better than what these men are talking about because they can't stand that we are not willing to tolerate them no more and to talk about us, and we put them on ignore. And when we ignore them, they go crazy. And this is why we need to have, you know, the same exact mindset as Cinderella, because Cinderella, everybody wants to say that Cinderella, this whole Cinderella syndrome, where she just stays with, her abuser. She takes shit from her abuser. But one thing they do not talk about is Cinderella had the guts to leave her abusive stepmother. They don't talk about that. And this is what we need to do. We need to leave the abuse. And we need to go and to go where we celebrate it. It's like the pink pill say, go where you celebrate it. If you are loved and respected and adored by a non-Black man, let him be your prince. Let him get you out of that situation. Let him love you. And this is why I like about Cinderella, because the movie with Brandy is so diverse and it's so colorful. The dresses, oh my god, like this movie is the best Cinderella movie I have ever seen. Not only that, the prince is a non-black man, so so we can use this as an example for Black women to have a chance to date out and and explore our options with other men, which is date other men and have our options, because we do have options out there. It's just that Black women has been brainwashed to only date Black men by their mothers and their fathers, because their fathers um their fathers would tell black women to stay with black men, but they would tell their sons they can date out whoever they want. And that is so unfair. But when a black woman do find love in another race of men, they want to call us traitors. They want to call us black men haters. They want to call us everything in the book but the child of God. But whoever makes you happy makes you happy. If you happy with this person and he makes you feel like a princess, then you go with that person that makes you feel like a princess. Why stay with a man that is very abusive towards you, that does not respect you, that does not let you rest in his femininity? Because there's too many black men that are out there that are very feminine, very feminine. And as black women, we don't have to take that because we want men to act masculine. We want masculine men. We want men that does value himself, that respects himself, that will a man that respects himself will respect a woman. And he values family. Family will be everything to him because he will provide for that family. And these nakers can't do that. They will sleep with a woman and make them baby mamas. They will make them baby mothers. They will not marry the women that they procreate with. Because back in the day, it was different. If a father finds out his daughter is pregnant and the daughter points out the guy she slept with, that guy had to marry her. But everything changed because it's just different eras and different times and all that stuff, and you can't really make no one do anything. So, and that's why there's always single mothers. And I tell black women, do not procreate with a man that is not doing shit for you. If you want to procreate with a man, not only that he provides, he has intelligence, he's very smart, he's very business oriented. And when you have guys like that that are very intelligent, they will pass that intelligence to their child. But you have to have intelligence of your own too. Your intelligence passed down to the children. Therefore, your child will have these intelligence and he will be smart and he will have respect for women and he will be able to respect family because he respects his own parents. But but you don't want to date no one that are like these trolls. I'm telling you, these trolls are out for divesting women, and it's not just the nakers, it's also the pick-me's and the mammies. Okay, that are out to stop black women from choosing our options and dating out because they are miserable. They don't have respect for themselves and nobody else. And as black women, we should not care about other people. This is what the movement is about. It's hypergamy. And what hypergamy is that we are we are recreating ourselves and and getting away from the dysfunction and the very people that's trying to hold us back. We we are getting separating them from our lives because these people are toxic. We're getting away from the toxic people and we're starting our lives all over again. And this is what we need as black women. So I'm going to read the comments real quick. Memories are terrible as well. Yes, they are. They're very terrible. Yes, they don't even consider the stock they breed with. Exactly. If they give it a half or two of those, they'll start procreating with these males immediately. Exactly. If black women were to close these legs to these bums and start, procreating with men that do want to marry them, these men will change in an instant. I tell you, men will change overnight. But if they don't change, they will remain single and they will remain on alone without anybody to help them or take care of them while they're older. Cardi B is the ultimate mammy. Did you hear that what she said about Candace Owens? Yes. I heard what she said about Candace Owens. I just, with Cardi B, she should really stay in her place, which is music, because Cardi B does not know nothing about politics. Cardi B is a rapper. She should stay in her lane because Cardi B, in my opinion, does not make any sense when she types. She types as she talks. And when she talks in public, she does not pronounce her words right. So, as black women, do not pay attention to Cardi B because Candace Owens is winning in life. She is winning. Not only that she's winning, she is married. She is having a child with her husband. And she is doing great in life. I'm not saying Cardi B is not doing great in life. She is doing well, but her mind is so far in Blackistan is that you can't take her seriously. She's not the type of person you should take seriously. Carly Flea is a racist piece of trash. Exactly, she is. She's sitting up there talking about her white husband who is who is expecting a child and will be a father to that child, unlike what is his name? You see, this is why I don't listen to him. Offset 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 is somewhere fucking another woman. Excuse my language. I don't mean to say that here. But he is out with another woman trying to, and not only that, he has babies with other women. Candace Owens' husband does not have children with other women. But you see, thing is with Offset is that he thought when he was going to get with Cardi B, she was going to have light skinned kids. But lo and behold, culture is as dark as his ass. Her hair is nappy. And she has African features. So that kind of backfired. It really did backfire. Candace was trying to create a divide between the woman and the black woman by using politics to shame her behind. After the song, we needed to distance ourselves. Think long game, exactly. Because we, as black women, we need to divide ourselves from the rest of the black women because these black women are very toxic and they're no good for us. They don't have no interest for us, and not only that, they're dick riding behind other men. Don't fall, don't spill. Oh goodness. Oh, this kid is making a mess. Oh goodness. That's why I want kids to eat at a table. But we do need to separate ourselves from the rest of these black women because they don't have our interests in heart and they're just trying to take us down just like the black men that despise them. But I digress. I really do. But yeah, so let's make our story a Cinderella story. Let's we want our happily ever after. We want our prince to come and rescue us and to save us from these big bad black men that are trying to harm us. We want, as black women, we want peace of mind. We want to relax in our femininity. And black women, when you date outside your race, please make sure that you are venting every man. Because just because he's a different race doesn't mean that he is a good man. His mind could be that he could have a mind just like a black man. And we need to be careful and vent lightly. Okay? But as far as I know, there's not too many non-black men that are like that. Thank God. But still, they're still out there in wolf's clothing. They will wear a suit and they will pretend to have a good job. And they probably do have a good job, but their mindset ain't right. So we have to be careful who we marry because not only is not going to go well for the children, it's not going to go well for us. So vent every man because there are women that are dick riding these men on their sides, and you see that on Love Ends channel like 2 weeks ago when these women were agreeing with this man that calling this black women, even though she's a pro whack, they are calling. He was telling her was that she was bitter and other stuff like that. And we, as black women, we were already labeled as being bitter and jealous. And I'm glad that Love and blocked him because we don't need that kind of energy here. If you're going to come into our spaces, you need to show some respect. Respect is earned, not given. If you can't come in our spaces and respect us, then you're going to get blocked and we're going to move on because we don't have time for, non-black men to pretend because they know that we're dating outside their race. So they're also coming as wolves in sheep clothing, pretending to like us when they actuality they're just, using us because we're black women and we're vulnerable. But I tell you, black women don't become vulnerable. It's not worth it. We need to be vigilant as women. We need to have more respect for ourselves, and we need to let men know is that if you are going to come into my space, please respect my space. Please respect my boundaries, because if you can't respect my boundaries, there's no need for me to continue talking to you. If you cannot respect me as a woman, I'm not going to tolerate that, and you're not going to shame me for it because I don't care. But, anyways, I am going to leave this live stream because I know you guys are from different states and I don't want you to be up too late because I know you guys have work. So, please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.